A journey through the Amazon, my encounter with the unknown. The air was thick with humidity as I stepped off the small boat onto the muddy bank of the Amazon River. The dense canopy above cast everything in a greenish hue, and the distant sounds of birds and insects filled the air. This was the beginning of a journey I had dreamed of for years, a solo expedition into the heart of the Amazon rainforest. But I had no idea what awaited me deep within its untamed wilderness. Armed with a machete, a small backpack, and a sense of adventure, I plunged into the jungle. The first few hours were exhilarating. Every turn revealed new wonders, vibrant flowers, exotic birds, and the occasional monkey swinging overhead. The forest was alive, pulsating with energy, and I felt a deep connection to it. But as the day wore on, the novelty began to wear off, replaced by the reality of my isolation. The trail I had been following became less distinct, eventually disappearing altogether. I wasn't lost, at least not yet, but I knew I was venturing into territory few had seen before. The undergrowth became denser, forcing me to hack my way through with the machete. The sounds of the jungle grew louder, more chaotic, as if warning me of the dangers ahead. Nightfall came quickly in the Amazon. I set up camp on a patch of relatively dry ground, grateful for the small hammock I'd brought. As I lay there, swaying gently, the noises of the night enveloped me. The jungle seemed to come alive in the darkness, with creatures I couldn't see but could certainly hear. Sleep was elusive, every snap of a twig, every rustle of leaves sent my heart racing. Morning brought a heavy fog, obscuring my surroundings and making it difficult to get my bearings. I decided to continue in the direction I believed would take me deeper into the forest, towards the unexplored areas I had come to document. But as I pressed on, something began to change. The jungle became eerily quiet, the usual cacophony of life replaced by an unsettling stillness. Even the air felt different, heavier, as if the forest itself was holding its breath. I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched. My eyes darted around, scanning the trees and shadows, but I saw nothing. Still, the sensation persisted, growing stronger with each step. Suddenly, I stumbled upon something unexpected, a clearing with strange markings on the ground. The symbols were unlike anything I had ever seen, intricate patterns carved into the earth, radiating an ancient energy. They seemed to pulse, almost as if they were alive. I knelt down to examine them, running my fingers over the grooves, trying to decipher their meaning. But before I could make sense of it, the forest seemed to close in around me. A deep, guttural sound echoed from the trees, and I froze. It wasn't an animal I recognized, and it didn't sound friendly. Slowly, I rose to my feet, gripping the machete tightly. The sound came again, closer this time, accompanied by the rustling of leaves. I turned, my heart pounding, ready to face whatever was approaching. But all I saw were shadows shifting among the trees. Panic surged through me as I realized how truly alone I was. I backed away, the unknown presence seemingly following my every move. The jungle that had once felt like a wonderland now felt like a trap, its every corner hiding potential danger. I needed to get out, fast. I retraced my steps as best I could, but the symbols had disoriented me. The thick vegetation and lack of landmarks made it nearly impossible to find my way. As I stumbled through the undergrowth, the mysterious sounds grew fainter, but the fear lingered. It felt as if the forest itself was pushing me out, guiding me away from whatever I had discovered. After what felt like hours, I finally broke through the dense foliage and found myself back on the banks of the Amazon River. The sight of the familiar water brought a rush of relief. I hurriedly boarded the boat, eager to leave the jungle and its unknown mysteries behind. As the boat sped down the river, I couldn't help but glance back at the receding trees. The Amazon had shown me its beauty, but it had also reminded me of its power and its secrets. Whatever I had encountered deep within the jungle would remain a mystery, one that would haunt my thoughts for years to come. The journey had been more than just an adventure. It had been a brush with the unknown, a reminder of how little we truly understand about the world's last wild places.